So as promised, here's some deleted scenes from day 5 session with Last Call to Streak. Seth is doing a really basic training technique where you wrap your lead rope around the colt's body and you bend their head around and get them to follow their nose. However, he wouldn't have been able to do this had he tried to do it a few sessions ago because this colt was not okay with having that part of his body touched. Now, we've worked through that so far, working at the tie rail with him. If you haven't seen the first part of this session, I encourage you to go back and watch it. But what he does is drape that rope around his body and get the colt to slightly bend and follow his head, and it's just that simple. He makes it look super easy. But if you go back to part 2 of the very first day working with this colt, it was a bit of a train wreck, so I encourage you to go back and watch that as well. Now, we're going to fast forward through the rest of this, walking back up to the corral. We've seen this a bunch of times now. We don't need to see that again. However, I do want you guys to see that once we turn this colt loose in the catch pen where we've been catching him up and haltering him, this colt continues to want to remain friendly with Seth, and he wants to kind of still be in his space. He still wants to be petted on and rubbed on, and I think that's just a testament to the consistency and with the way in which Seth went about halter breaking this colt up to this point. Once Seth removes the halter, he still continues to rub on this colt just like he has been up to this point. So this colt is prepared for all of the ways that Seth has been touching him. You know, Seth doesn't deviate from how he's been handling him at all. He's able to rub down the legs. The colt doesn't feel threatened because he's not being restrained. And he's pretty happy to stand there and be petted and rubbed on, as Seth has worked really hard to develop this relationship with this guy. Now, he opens up the gate, and this colt doesn't go running out. He's made it a really comfortable place for him to be back in this corner in this catch pen. And he's developed this over every single session that he's worked with him. The colt still comes out and wants to be rubbed on before he goes off to hang out with his buddies. I am super pleased and happy with their progress. So that being said, thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to showing you day 6 with this little bay colt, Last Call to Streak. Have a good one.